Hello, my friends, and welcome again to this grammar lesson in which you will need your pen, your notebook, and your textbook for the homework. Now, today is Friday, March the 20th, 2020. It's a lot of 20s out there. It's, of course, a grammar lesson, and the title is Reflexive Pronouns. Reflexive pronouns. Now, the first question that we are going to ask is when to use reflexive pronouns. I want you to look at this picture, please. What do you see? It's a man. It's a bald guy. Yes. Is he happy? No, he's not. So, what's the problem? Maybe he did something bad to his finger. With what? What's that? It's called a hammer. So please imagine that you are this man and you say the following. I hit myself with a hammer. I hit myself with a hammer. So who did the action here? I is the subject. The person who does the action is I. And to whom I did the action? To the object. I did it to me. I did it to myself. So here, to answer the first question, when to use reflexive pronouns? We use reflexive pronouns when the subject and the object are the same person. So I did something, not to you, not to the teacher, not to the doctor, not to my father. I do it to me. So I do it to myself. Okay? So when the person or when the subject and the object are the same person, we use reflexive pronoun. Now, look again at this picture, please. What do you see? It's a man. He's sitting in front of sunset. He's in the beach. So let's try and say something about him. He goes to the beach by himself. He goes to the beach by himself. Now, here we have the reflexive pronoun himself. It is preceded by the preposition by, which means alone. So when you do something without the help of other people, without the existence of other people with you, which means you are alone, you use reflexive pronoun, but you should put by before it. Okay, now we have seen so far the second example, which answers the question when to use reflexive pronouns. And what is the answer again? When you do something alone. So when you do something alone, without the help of people, without their existence with you, so you use reflexive pronouns. Now we have another question. What are reflexive pronouns? What is the rest of them? We have seen just two examples, myself and himself. How about the rest of the pronouns? Let's see the list. So in the left we have personal pronouns from I to they, and we have singular and plural forms of reflexive pronouns. I, myself, you, yourself, he, himself, she, herself, it, itself. Now, when it is plural, like we, it becomes ourselves. So the F at the end of the singular form of reflexive pronouns becomes a VS because it's, as we have seen before, it's irregular plural. So F becomes VES. You, yourselves. And this is a good way to make a difference or to distinguish between you when you talk to one person and you when you talk to many people. You distinguish between the two cases with F or VES, yourself or yourselves. They, themselves. So, let's recapitulate before we go to the exercise. When do we use reflexive pronouns? We use reflexive pronouns in two cases when the subject and the objects are the same person, I do something to me or to myself, you do something to you, to yourself, and so on. And when you do something alone, without the help of other people, and remember to add by before the reflexive pronoun. Now let's move to the exercise. I want you to give correct reflexive pronouns, then tick in the right boxes. Don't forget to use by when necessary. So to the left we have some sentences that are missing reflexive pronouns, and to the right you have to decide if this reflexive pronoun is it means subject, the subject is the object, it's the same person, or it means doing something alone. So I want you to pause the video, take your time, and we will go back after you do the exercise. And there is no harm if you rewind the video, if you go backwards and you watch the video more than one time, it would be fine. And then I see you with the correction. Bye-bye for now. All right. I wish that you have paused the video and take enough time to do it. Now the correction is as follows. Now John washes the car by himself, which means John washes the car without the help of other people. So it means alone. Yeah. The reflexive pronoun here serves for the meaning alone. Now children go to school by themselves. When you say this, do you mean that children go to school with their parents? Of course not. They go by themselves. So again, it's alone. Now, she cut herself when she peeled vegetables. Again, it's the same person who does the action and the same person to whom the action was done. So she cut who? She cut she. She cut herself. So it means subject equals object. Now, you must do the homework by yourself or by yourselves. It depends on the situation. If I am, addressing one person or many people, it changes yourself. It becomes yourselves. Again, it means alone, which means you have to do the homework without the help of other people. The dog hurts itself. Why do we have itself? Because the dog, of course, is an animal. That's why we say itself. To defend the baby. So, it's clear that the dog hurt what? Hurt the dog. Hurt itself. That's why we tick in the first box, which is subject equals object. My friends, I hope you enjoyed this lesson and you get the idea behind it. Now I want you to go please to your textbook when you are at home and do the following homework. You go to page 101. You have the title Reflexive Pronouns. You look at the pictures and you see the given examples, and then you do the exercise. It's about 6 statements that you should complete using reflexive pronouns. Don't forget this because I will check it via Messenger. So don't forget to send me your answers. I will be waiting for them. Okay. Now we have come to this. Thank you and be safe from this coronavirus. Please stay at home, revise your lessons, do your homework, watch TV, surf the internet, do what's good for you, and take advantage of time. Thank you so much again. Bye-bye and be safe. Bye-bye.